Your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. This is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Glad to be back at the anchor desk, and let's get caught up on the week that was. A 76-year-old man from the Nebraska Sandhills has been found guilty of shooting a friend following a night of drinking and will be spending at least 5 years behind bars. Following a 3-day trial in late November, a Grant County District jury took 2 hours to find Dwayne Meester of Ashby guilty on charges of first-degree assault, second-degree assault, and unlawful use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. The firearms conviction carries a mandatory minimum of 5 years with up to 50 years imprisonment, while the other charges have prison terms ranging from 1 to 50 years. District Judge Travis O'Gorman continued Meester's bond of $500,000 at 10% and ordered a pre-sentencing investigation, with sentencing to be set at a later date. Well, the Scottsbluff County Board has taken a step towards adding a prayer at the beginning of their proceedings, similar to what happens with the Nebraska Legislature and Gering City Council. The topic was discussed for more than half an hour last Monday after Attorney Jason Oshin outlined what is and what is not permissible. Judy Amu spoke out against the idea, saying while she appreciated invoking higher wisdom into the board's processes, just because they can doesn't mean they should.
It seems like there would be a perception, no matter how hard you try, of influencing people or proselytizing or even just sharing the beliefs that come out at a prayer would feel divisive to some people, offensive to some people, inappropriate to many people, and just not set the kind of tone that you want.
Commissioner Mike Blue, who is also a chaplain, said those citing separation of church and state or concerns about creating fear and doubt, that's not what such a prayer would be about.
When I pray, I ask for guidance. I ask for integrity. I ask for compassion. When I pray, I'm not praying for anybody to convert from their religion. That is the biggest fallacy. No pastor, no imam, no rabbi, when they pray, is praying to proselytize anybody.
The board ultimately voted 3-1 in favor of having Oshin work on an invocation policy and any related documents that could hopefully be voted on at their next meeting. Matt Parsley was the lone vote against the proposal, saying a moment of silence for individual reflection was one thing, but disagreed that a public prayer had a place during board meetings. And the board of directors for the Panhandle Humane Society has announced that they are now on the hunt for a new executive director. According to a release from the board last Wednesday, Amy Bartholomew has notified the organization that she will be departing from her role with PHS. Board Chair Steph Lewis told KNB News the organization is grateful for Bartholomew's contributions and dedication to the organization's mission.
She's done an amazing job getting us to where we are today, and we do think that she instilled the leadership in our management there that will keep us going strong. So I don't see any problem with a smooth transition, and we're looking forward to seeing what's going to come next.
Lewis says the board has initiated a search for a new executive director who will continue to lead PHS in its mission to provide compassionate care for animals and strengthen partnerships within the community. She says during the transition, the organization remains focused on delivering high-quality services and ensuring the well-being of the animals in its care. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Welcome back. After serving 20 years on the bench, Scottsbluff County Judge James Warden has announced his retirement effective February 9th, 2026. In his announcement letter to the governor, Judge Warden thanked staff and commended his fellow county court judges as individuals that care deeply about the people they serve and the laws they are bound to enforce. During his time on the bench, Judge Warden has served as a member of the Scottsbluff Juvenile Drug Court, as well as president of the Nebraska County Judges Association, while also holding leadership and committee roles in the organization throughout his career. The first step in replacing Warden will be for the Judicial Resource Commission to call a meeting to determine whether, based on judicial workload statistics, his retirement creates a judicial vacancy on the county court for the 12th Judicial District. Well, after announcing last week the creation of an exploratory committee for a potential run for Nebraska governor, Democrat Lynn Walls will undertake a statewide listening tour this week. The public tour will start in Fremont on Wednesday and end that day at the Legacy of the Plains Museum in Gering, with intermediate stops for private meetings in Albion, Burwell, and Alliance. Walls will continue the next day in North Platte and work her way back east with public appearances and private meetings taking place daily through Saturday, December 13th. The former state senator says she's hitting the road to get out into communities all across the state so she can hear directly from Nebraskans about the issues they're struggling with and how to move forward together on subjects like rising costs, specifically healthcare and housing, and especially with property taxes.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
We were off on the TV side last week. Time to play a bit of catch-up here on some signings. Today it'll be Bo Gable from Gering High School, and Thursday we'll recap some signings from Scottsbluff last week. Let's start, though, from last Wednesday, as mentioned, at Gering, where the Bulldogs' all-time leading tackler Bo Gable signed to play football at the University of Wyoming.
Means a lot. It's something I've been working for the past, I guess, since I was a little kid, so feels pretty good. Yeah, we went after my junior year, summer of junior year, and we were kind of talking before that. They wanted to see me at camp, and then they pulled the trigger, middle of October is when they finally offered me, and I committed on the spot.
Gable finished as Gering's second leading tackler this year. He led the team in stops when he was a junior, and he finished his career with a program best 331 total tackles over 3+ years. Let's check in now with Gering head coach Danny O'Boyle, as one of the best he's coached heads to the Division I level.
Yeah, obviously a really good football player. Somebody that doesn't, this type of athlete doesn't come around super often, but like you mentioned, he started for a few years for us. I think he got his first start as a freshman, I remember. all 140 pounds of him. He had a clubbed hand. So it was kind of really cool to see just where he's been able to go through all of his hard work. But aside from playing, just the person he is, he's a better person than he is a football player, and that's saying a lot. He's been an outstanding leader for us, not only in football, but in our school and other sports as well. So I'm extremely proud of him, but I know how hard he's worked to get here too, so it's really cool to see him put hard work into what he wants to do and make this dream a reality.
Gable's time at Gering, a very important stretch for the Bulldogs program. Gable helping get Gering back to playing meaningful games late in the season. They got back to the Class B playoffs each of the last 2 seasons, and Gering hosted a round 1 game when Gable was a junior.
Yeah, it means a lot. Us and all the guys back there worked pretty hard to get to where we are right now, and just got to keep building.
Gering's Bo Gable signing last week to play Division I football at the University of Wyoming. They plan on having him play linebacker once he gets to campus. On Thursday's update this week here at the Sports Desk, we'll recap a handful of signings from last week at Scottsbluff High School. 2 football players, a couple of basketball players, and 1 golfer making big decisions for their respective futures. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll have a high school basketball doubleheader with Gering visiting Bridgeport. Some big early season games. Both Bridgeport teams are 2-0. The Gering boys have started 2-0. The Gering girls team is 1-1. We'll have coverage tomorrow night on KMOR 93.3 with Jeff Kelly at around 5:15. That is the latest today from the Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank.
The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, preparations are underway for an annual holiday fundraising tradition at the Riverside Discovery Center. Wild Lights will be held at the Scottsbluff Zoo from 5 to 7 p.m. on the weekends of December 12th and December 19th. Matt Solomon updated the Scottsbluff City Council on the program during last week's meeting, saying the zoo's bear may or may not be part of the festivities.
Smokey is kind of going into the torpor stage, so he's digging the den because it's gotten cold, wanting to kind of hibernate. But if it warms up next week, he could come right back out of it and be out in the open again. So it's hit and miss on the bear.
Solomon said all other animals are expected to be active, and with all the buildings anticipated to be open, the festivities should be a go no matter the weather. Wild Lights will be $8 per person for those 2 and older, featuring lights, crafts, concessions, and on the 21st, starting at 5:30 p.m., milk and cookies with Santa and story time taking place at Center Stage, sponsored by the Scottsbluff Kiwanis Club. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.